Hey guys, welcome back. So I have got my July Boxycharm box here for you today, and this month they so sweetly sent me both the regular box and the premium box. So these were sent to me as PR, so just FYI. So I'm gonna do like I normally do in these videos. I've gone ahead and opened up these boxes. I've tried out most everything inside except for one product, I believe, that wasn't the right shade for me, but I've tried out pretty much everything I could. So I'm gonna run through the different things, let you know my thoughts on them, read you some info on them, and do a little unboxing. So let's get to it. Okay, so let's start with the regular box. So it says sunshine on the card, so that's super cute. So first thing in here are some, actually let's start with the one thing I wasn't able to test out, which is the Hourglass Arch Brow Micro Sculpting Pencil. They sent it to me in dark brunette, so I knew that would not work for me, so I didn't want to waste it. But it's a tiny little skinny sort of a brow pencil. I have used this pencil on clients before and I've liked it. If you like that kind of super micro brow type pencil, I think you would like this product. This retails for $28, but I believe this has more product in it than some of them. I remember hearing that. So, you know, it's a $28 brow pencil, which is up there, but I believe it has a little bit more product, if I'm remembering correctly. Anyway, it says it's designed to impart the thinnest, hair-like strokes for micro blade-worthy effects without the blade. The 1.4 millimeter tip provides complete control for naturally defined brows. Super cool. Also in here, I got some eye masks. These are the Grace and Stella eye mask. It says anti-wrinkle and energizing eye masks. Yes, 12 pairs in here. And it says it's like an energy drink for your eyes. And this retails for $21 for the 12 pairs. It says suffering from dark circles, puffy eye bags, fine lines, and general fatigue around your eyes, perk them up as if you've just had 8 hours of sleep with these eye masks. They revitalize and rejuvenate the tired eyes, leaving you looking more awake and youthful. So I did try these out last night. I went ahead and put them back in the packaging so you could see what they look like. So they are these like golden looking eye masks, and they're very like jelly feeling. They're thicker, like a thicker jelly, kind of a, you can see. You can set it on your eyes like that, but they're thicker. So I did find that I wasn't able to really like walk around with them on my eyes because they were kind of traveling down my face because they're weightier. They're a thicker sort of a material to them. So they're the type that you'd want to kind of lounge back and let them sit on your eyes. And I didn't even keep them on the full, I believe it says 15 to 20 minutes. I just kept them on maybe 5 to 7 minutes because it was late when I was trying them. So when I took them off my eyes did definitely look brightened, less puffy, smooth. So I mean, I definitely could tell a difference, and I think that these would be a great thing to use if you have an event or something special, or just it's a morning where you have tired looking eyes. I definitely could see a difference. Next thing in here is a skincare item, and wowee, this is pricey. So this is 111 Skin Harley St. London NAC Y2 Pollution Defense Booster. And this is 20 milliliters, and this retails for $135. Wow. So pricey serum. Used this morning, tried it out this morning. This is what it looks like. It's a dropper, sort of an applicator. It says a daytime booster to fortify your skin against the harmful aggressors of the digital age. This unique booster shields the skin against physical and blue light pollution through a powerful combination of peptides and antioxidants. So skincare, it's difficult to know kind of how it's going to work upon first application, but I liked how it felt on the skin. It was sort of tacky until it set into my skin, and then it was totally sunken in. It didn't affect my makeup in any negative way. It felt nice on the skin. Kind of a, I would say slightly like thicker, not jelly-like, but almost. It's a thicker texture serum. But I mean, it feels nice on the skin. It's awesome if it does the things that it says it's doing. And that's amazing to get a very expensive skincare item in this box. Then an eyeliner. I do have this eyeliner on my eyes today. Did a little wing with it. So this is the Douce Fierce and Fine Graphic Pen. It retails for $21. Says a deeply pigmented and waterproof graphic eyeliner that is easy and effortless to apply. The design of the felt tip applicator allows you to create either a thick or thin line depending on the amount of pressure used during application. So it is that kind of felt tip applicator to it. Has a little bit of bend to it, but not a ton. My favorite kind of eyeliners are the ones that are in between a brush and a felt tip. This is more towards a felt tip, but a slightly bendy one, if that makes sense. So here it is right there. It is very black. It does give a really nice line on the eyes. I didn't really find application difficult with it. So even though it is more of that felt tip, it had enough slight bend to it where I was able to get pretty accurate application with it. I like how it applied. I really wasn't noticing smudging with it. This eye was kind of starting to water as I was applying it, and I really wasn't seeing it run a ton. Started to, but not really a lot. So overall, I'm really impressed with it. I mean, I think it looks nice. I think it applied well. Nice liner. Okay, and then last thing in here in the regular box that I got is the Festival palette from Pure. 12-piece pressed pigments palette. Looks like the Festival 2.0. So here is the outside packaging on it. Here is the palette itself. Very pretty. I like the kind of duochromy, holographic looking packaging. Here's what you get in it. So neutral, but also colorful. So you have some neutral options in here, but then you've also got some pops of color, some color down here. Nice collection of mattes, and then kind of shimmery metallics. So pretty palette. And this retails for $36. It says, get into a state of intense euphoria with this shimmer-infused 12-piece pressed pigment palette that instantly coats lids in dreamy, irresistible color that shines. Fully loaded with striking, light-reflecting formulas, these cruelty-free pigments come complete with matte and transition shades. Look at that pigmentation. Wow. The mattes were... I have some of these shadows on, and then I have shadows from other things in the other box that I'm about to share with you. So the mattes are very soft, so they do kick up a lot of product in the pan. You can get some fallout for sure, so definitely tap off your brush. You don't need a ton of product because they are pigmented, but also mainly because they're so soft. So you kind of want to go slow with building them up so that you don't get just tons of shadow all over your face. Now, a couple of them in here, the two lightest shades, they really do not swatch well, but they are beautiful on the eyes. So I have this one on my eyes, and I kind of drug my brush like across it this way rather than kind of, if that makes sense, like rather than going like this, I was kind of digging that direction. So it kind of helped to pick up some of the product and get it into and onto my brush. And then it really applied very pigmented and really nice and pretty on the eyes. So I'm impressed with this palette overall. Because the mattes are so soft, they're not the easiest formula I've ever worked with, but overall, I do really like it, and I love getting palettes in boxes. Okay, so that's everything I got in the regular box. So I just added up the value, and it's $241. Of course, a lot of it is that serum, $135 of it, but even without that, that's over $100 with even the other things. So I think overall, really good box. I've always said this, that color cosmetics are my favorite thing to get in boxes. So I'm excited about the palette. That's my favorite thing in there. But I'm liking the skincare stuff too. I mean, especially to get to try pricey skincare in a box, that's really cool. And I really, really like those eye masks. Those are really good. Okay, on to the premium box. So bigger box here. So let me get the card in here. So it also says Sunshine. So let's just jump on in with the first thing in here. Let's start with the hair mask. So I got a hair mask. This is the Nelson J. Beverly Hills Argan Oil 7 Moisture Healing Mask, and this retails for $24. Says this 100% argan oil derived moisturizing hair treatment is for color treated, dry, or damaged hair. Detangles, controls frizz, prevents hair color fading, seals split ends, protects from chlorine, and enhances hair's natural body. So on the back of the packaging, it says you can use it in different ways. Like you can use it after shampoo as a traditional conditioner hair mask, sort of a treatment. You can use it before swimming, and you can use it as a pre-wash treatment or for an in-salon treatment. So there's different ways that you can use it. So I used it after shampooing today. kind of as a conditioner mask treatment, so I rinsed it off. It smells amazing. Like, oh my goodness, suntan lotion, yummy, yummy coconut smelling scent to it. I love the way it smells. It was really nice and creamy, felt nice on my hair. I didn't put it up on my roots because I think that would obviously be too heavy for my fine hair, but I liked it. It seemed to detangle, it seemed to soften my hair, and I love the scent of it. Next up is this ginormous cuticle oil. Look how big this thing is. That's a lot of cuticle oil. Okay, so this is the Cuccio Naturale Milk and Honey Cuticle Revitalizing Oil. This retails for $18. This is a unique natural hydrating complex of rich lightweight oils with extra antioxidant benefits from vitamin E that absorb completely to nourish the cuticles and skin. Milk soothes and softens skin, while honey is a natural humectant to keep the skin moisturized. So I did try this on my cuticles yesterday, and I liked it. I mean, I think it worked well as a cuticle oil. It's a dropper, sort of an applicator to it. I mean, this is going to last forever because I didn't even have any in the little dropper. I literally emptied the dropper, had just like pretty much one drop left in there, or a half a drop, and that was enough to do one whole hand, and then same thing on the other hand. Did feel nice on my cuticles. It was obviously oily at the beginning because it's an oil, but then it sunk into my nails and really felt very hydrating, so good cuticle oil. Next up, a skincare product. This is the Biro New York Bitter Green Essence Toner. Let me take it out where you can see it. It's a green looking sort of a toner. Big container to it. Let's see, does it say how big this is? How many ounces you get? 5.07 fluid ounces. This retails for $95. Wow. It says it's packed with 33 different green vegetable extracts, including artichoke, broccoli, and basil that will hydrate and purify your skin, helping to smooth unwanted texture. This mega dose of antioxidants will nourish the skin while protecting it from premature aging. So I did use this last night. Felt nice on the skin. It's a very herbally scent to it, and it reminds me of something. A hair care line I feel like I've used that's very herbally smelling. Smells like that. So anyway, it felt nice on the skin. Again, skincare, I like to use it more long-term to really know long-term benefits of it. But the one application of it, it did feel nice on my skin. Kind of remind me of like the Pixie Glow Tonic, where it's very kind of smoothing to the skin. So I liked that about it. And I love the idea of all the like vegetable things in it. That sounds good. Then I got a lash primer. This is the Milk Makeup Kush Lash Primer, and it retails for $24. Very weighty feeling packaging to it, so it feels very fancy and just kind of heavy. It says a lash primer with thickening, heart-shaped fibers and conditioning hemp-derived cannabis seed oil for a volumizing base. So it is a white primer. The applicator to it is really interesting. It's almost got this little curvy deal that kind of wraps around it. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I liked this. I really don't use lash primer a ton because I really just like my mascara, my Cosmetic Superhero mascara, so I don't find that I necessarily need a primer with it. Because a lot of times I feel like sometimes I have to work harder to sort of cover up the white primer. But this one, and sometimes I feel like they make my lashes feel kind of crunchy. This did not make my lashes feel crunchy. They stayed soft. I don't know if even like felt hydrated would be a word, but they just didn't feel crunchy and sort of spindly. So I liked the effect and how my lashes still felt after using them. So putting mascara on top of it seemed to work really well. So as far as lash primers go, I like this one. I like the idea of it being conditioning to the lashes. And my two favorite things in this box are palettes. Y'all know I love getting palettes. So this one is the Brow Bar by Rima Hollywood Icon Face Kit. And this retails for $45. It says, bombshells, get ready for your close-up with Brow Bar by Rima's Hollywood Icon Face Kit in Drama Queen. Each palette comes with a bronzer, translucent powder, 2 shades of blush, 2 shades of highlighter, 4 shades of eyeshadow, and a brush. A complete look ready to go a complete look, ready to go, all in a beautiful gold compact. So the compact is very reflective, so that's going to be hard to show you, so I'm just going to show you this part. Cute little brush in here. It's very tiny. I love tiny brushes for very precise application, so I didn't use this today, but I should have, because I love how tiny this little brush is. So you could get really, you know, precise, accurate application with this. So you get a little brush in here. Here is the translucent powder. I assume this is the bronzer. I don't know if maybe this is supposed to be the bronzer or these are the blushes. So I did use actually all these things on my face. Well, at least these up here. I used this under this eye to kind of test that out. Seemed to work pretty well for being a, you know, translucent powder. I did use this as a bronzer, but really, I mean, on me, it's more of a blush. It just looks like a blush. A very pretty blush, kind of a terracotta corally kind of color, very pretty. And then I tried to kind of swirl my brush in these. That's the negative I would say to this. If these are blushes, that's very difficult to get a brush in there because they're so tiny. I mean, I love compact palettes, but that's just so little. I mean, there's no way I would have been able to use my blush brush and just get it into one without getting some of the product, you know, from the other two pans on there. But very pretty also. I mean, it applied really nicely, not difficult to blend. I really like the texture of it. I have this, a little bit of this on my lids in addition to that other shade I mentioned. I think I used some of this. I also used some of this on the inner corners of my eyes. So I was trying to use as many things as I could. Overall, I like this. I really like the cheek products. The eyeshadows seemed pretty good. The one kind of blender shade seems pretty good, but my favorites from the palette are definitely the cheek products. Those are really nice and seem to work very nicely. I don't necessarily dislike the eyeshadows. I think it's more just I'm not necessarily like drawn in by those colors, but the face products, I really like those shades. The highlighters and the blush and even the translucent powder. I didn't even show y'all swatches. Here are the swatches, y'all. So you can see them right there. Pretty. So definitely pigmented. And overall, good. But like I said, face products are my favorite things in here. And then last thing in here, another palette. This is the Morphe and Manny MUA Glam palette, and this retails for $20. It says, are you ready to go glam with Manny MUA? This mirrored palette pairs of 12 wearable, anything but basic eyeshadows in matte and shimmer finishes with 2 stunning highlighters. Yes, you've got every reason to be shook. So here is the outside box on it. Here is the actual palette itself. Feels like nice quality, nothing like fancy to the packaging, but you know, nice quality to it. Nice that you get a mirror in there. Here is the collection of colors in here. So overall kind of neutral, but also a little bit of fun thrown in there too, with kind of some purpley, sort of raspberry colors. This one's really pretty. I think I was gonna say I have this one on my lower lash line, but I have one from the Pure palette. So, but I do have some of these on my eyes. Don't even remember which ones. I think some of the blending shades. And then I also have a little bit of this highlighter on my cheekbones. So yeah. Again, trying to use all the things on my eyes. Here are the swatches. Remembering to show you the swatches this time. Pretty overall. Some of the mattes I found myself kind of having to build them up, but they were building pretty nicely on themselves. I think price point $20. It's, you know, pretty fair for that as far as quality wise. I think you get pretty good quality in here, especially the deeper shades. That one's a really pretty color. That's a pretty color. The metallic-y shades are the ones that don't super duper wow me, but I really like the highlighters. Those are very pretty and have some good pigmentation and a nice kind of silky texture to them. So really nice on the cheeks. So overall, I like this palette. And again, love that it's in the box. Okay, so that's everything I got in the premium box. So I just added up the value and it's $226. So that's kind of interesting. So overall, what do I think about these boxes? I like different things in each one. I wouldn't really say there's anything in here I dislike in either of them. I like the palettes. The palettes are always my favorites, but I'm impressed with the skincare too. So I like different things in each one of them, but I think if I had to pick between the two, I like a few more products in the regular one versus the premium. But I think they're both pretty good. So Hope that you guys really enjoyed this video and hope it was helpful for you. Please do a thumbs up if it was helpful. Let me know down below if you subscribe to Boxycharm or Boxycharm Premium. What did you think about your box? What was your favorite thing you got in it? Let me know that down below. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!